What is up, guys? C right here. I'm gonna try something a little bit different in today's video. Kind of just a commentary, a story type of thing. If you go back and you look on my channel for, you know, like older videos, you're gonna notice like a lot of Call of Duty videos, GTA, that kind of stuff. And I'm talking way back, you know. You're gonna see Call of Duty commentaries. And actually, up until sometime last year, I was doing a little bit of Call of Duty commentaries. And you're gonna notice like GTA funny moments and stuff like that. But I figured, why not take AQ3D and do like a story commentary type thing and see how it goes? Because not really anyone in the community or anything that does that. So you know, let's just try it, and if you guys like it, maybe I'll do more of these commentary style videos in the future. Maybe not, I don't know, completely depends. But basically, I just wanted to talk about where I work, because it's kind of a sucky job, I guess, you know. Like, I'm going to school for cinema and I work in a factory, so it has nothing to do with what I actually want to do with my life, which happens a lot of times when you're in college and everything. Started out as like, hey, this is pretty cool. Also, you know, where I'm in college, I don't get to work a ton, and especially with my degree, I'm constantly like having to take off and stuff to film stuff, because it's like I can't just type up an essay the night before and just be good, you know. Like, I have to actually film stuff, and it takes like 8 hours a day over multiple days sometimes. So that's like a full-time shift that I'm not getting paid for, and so I'm losing money for all these meetings and stuff. But yeah, it started out pretty cool. You walk in there, you smell all the M&Ms and everything like that, and I don't even know if I turned this quest in. I had turned in the previous quest, so we're good to go. But yeah, it smelled good. Also, they said we would get a ton of free candy, which I haven't really got, you know. Every now and then some come through on the line, like a bag ripped open or something, where you kind of like take some, pop them in your mouth, you know, hope no one's looking kind of thing. But yeah, you never really get like free boxes or anything, or at least I sure haven't. So I don't know when that comes into play, because I've been there for several months now. Maybe it's just because I'm part-time. They also hate that. I feel like, I don't know, they've never said anything directly, but I don't get a ton of hours usually. So I think it's because I'm a part-time student, and places just really don't like college students, guys. They really don't. Like, if you're still in school and they know that you're probably not going to be able to work a lot, you have it rough. The other night, and I seen this one personally, but it's just pretty funny. So we have these things called break relieves, and they're kind of like a mini supervisor, I guess, in a way. They're the ones that give you your breaks and stuff. They're in charge of you actually getting breaks. So I kind of see them a little bit as a boss, because I want my breaks, man. But my break relief, dude, he went to relieve the guy beside me that I was working with, and our line was down, so, you know, we were just kind of standing there waiting to be told what to do next. And he was just rapping, man, and I wanted to ask him so badly, like, hey, I noticed you're rapping, do you have a SoundCloud or something? Like, just make conversation with him, you know. But he looked so into it, I didn't want to interrupt. And he was just like walking back and forth down the line. He was like that and stuff, like getting into it. And then he would look up and look around and make sure no one was looking. And there was one time I was staring intensely at him, just like, oh my God, bro, go. Like, I was cheering him on, you know, like I wasn't making fun. I thought that it was dope, you know, like, hey, that's your hobby and you can do it while you're at work, go for it, man. But he was like, you know, acting like that and stuff. Like, I don't know what he was saying, but it was definitely something intense, and I don't know. Yeah, it was just crazy. And then he looks up and me and him both make eye contact. Might I add, this dude only has one eye. I don't know what happened to it. He doesn't wear an eye patch, anything like that. So it's just like nothing's there. I've never seen that before. Kind of looks neat, but like I feel bad for him. Could have been a disease or something. So like, yeah. Anyways, he looks up at me and I look at him, but I want to stand my ground and I don't want to feel awkward or anything. So I just don't look away. I just stare right at him. And me and this dude are both just like that. And he kind of like tilts his head, like he just gives me this look, like he wants me to look away, but I don't want to look away. I want him to look away. Have you ever had those situations? And so we're both staring at each other, having this stare down. And then finally, I just go like that or something, give him a little nod or something. It was probably one of the most awkward situations I've ever had at work. And I don't know, dude. It was uncomfortable. At least I won the stare down. Guy that I'm working beside, the guy that's on the line that got relief for break, he comes back and he's talking about like, yeah, dude, you see some crazy stuff at work sometimes, or at least hear about some crazy stuff and everything. He was telling me the other night there was this older lady on the Twix line, and so I've worked on this M&M line called printing. And it's where the M&Ms come rolling through, and you're supposed to take out bad ones. So like messed up M&Ms, you take out as many as you can, so the pack's not overwhelmed with like, I'm sure if you've ate a bag of M&Ms, you've pulled out the really deformed peanut ones and stuff like that. Well, on that line, you stand there and you look down and you try and pull out as many as you can. Obviously, they're going by so fast, there's only 2 people on the line that you can't get them all. So you're still going to get deformed ones. But when you look down at it and you go by, you get so dizzy if you look head on at it. Like to the point where some people would pass out. I know one time I was on the line and I was staring down at it. And then I looked up and it's like, you get the weird effect where it's like everything's zooming in and out, and it's like twisting like, woo, and you're just like, whoa, you got to grab onto something. Or like I stood, I like went to change my stance, and I literally almost fell over, and I just like leaned against the thing casually to like show the guy in front of me like, hey, no, I'm good, bro. Like I'm not passing out. Like I didn't want him to notice that I was freaking like dizzy, so I just kind of casually catch myself and lean against the thing and just keep looking down. There was an older woman standing on the Twix line watching the Twix come by, and the way you work that line is they have a pole, and if a bad Twix comes through or something, like I've seen Twix when I was walking a break come through that are literally like this long and stuff, like Twix that don't get like cut and separated. It's just a big long Twix, like a foot long Twix that comes through there, and I'm like, yo, please give me that. But yeah, huge Twix. You also see some that come through that are like tiny Twix. And this line is just for like the standard Twix, so not bite size, so they're not supposed to come through that tiny. So yeah, you just see some funny Twix come rolling through. Also some that are like, really stuck together, like 2 or 3 Twix, so you get like a width that's like that big. But anyway, so their job is to poke them, take them off the line, and they throw them into a big scrap bin. I know if I was working that line, man, I'd be sitting there eating. But they stand up on these steps like this. They're looking directly over, standing up on these steps over the line. And the Twix are just rolling by. And the thing about this is there's only one person, so it's even harder. There's 2 Twix line. There's literally, it's labeled left Twix, right Twix, conveyor belts, and there's one person per each of those left Twix and right Twix belts. and you know, they poke it like I said and everything, but if they look down they get super dizzy, and they're standing up high. So anyways, she's standing up there looking down at the Twix, and she just freaking passes out and falls onto the line of the Twix. And so this lady passes out looking at the Twix, falls over onto the Twix line, and it kind of pulls her a little bit on the belt, but not completely. She doesn't start going down the line with the Twix, although that would have been way funnier. But she falls on the Twix, barely gets pulled. Twix start coming through because the belt's still able to move under her, and Twix are coming through and just like hitting her body and piling up against her. So this lady's laying on the belt, passed out, and then when she wakes up she can't get off, and there's just Twix piling up against her body. They had to shut down the line real quick, you know, like hit the emergency button, shut everything down. Supervisors had to come out there and help pull the lady off the belt. And and you got like this mountain of Twix piled up where her body was laying, and they're just like, yeah, you're gonna have to go home, like take you a break, rest, you know, you gotta get out of here, kind of thing. And it was just, it's so funny, man. Like, imagine passing out on a Twix line, dude, just laying there with your mouth open, Twix coming in and stuff. Yeah, I just want to kind of share some stories and stuff with you guys, and show you how, you know, how work is for me outside of YouTube and Twitch and that kind of thing, like just other life things. But anyways, if you guys would like to hear more stories, or just see more commentaries like this or anything, just me get on here, talk about random stuff, anything like that, if you guys like this solid video, be sure to leave a like and a comment letting me know that you did enjoy it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe, guys. Peace out, boys.